Puerto Rico, a la familia Fontanet, allá en Cupe Alto y Lo Mejía en Vega Baja. ¡Que gocen! ¡Sí! Bomba, bomba, para siempre. Bomba, bomba está presente, aquí lo canta mi gente. Bomba, bomba, para siempre. Baila, baila y goza, mi bomba puertorriqueña. Bomba, bomba.
Hello everyone, Charles Wallingford back again with another cigar video, and this video is to help you out with your purchases of Cuban cigars. Yes, I get that question asked me a lot. Hey Charles, where do you get your Cuban cigars? You didn't just ask me that question, did you?
Welcome to Fight Club. The first rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club. Second rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club.
For those of you who don't know, I live in the United States. The United States of America has an embargo on Cuba. With the embargo on Cuba, an American cannot purchase Cuban cigars unless that American goes to Cuba. Any other purchase of Cuban cigars is illegal. I don't care what anybody tells you. Well, you don't have to take my word for it. Just go on the State Department website or Customs and Border Control. You can go on their website and you can find it for yourself. Any other way of purchasing cigars and bringing them back is illegal. So, what can you do? Again, you can go to Cuba legally, which is another video in itself because it is not an easy thing to do, especially with the prior administration of Donald Trump. He pulled back on what President Obama did and had a quasi embargo where you can go a little bit. It was a little bit flexible, and the lines got blurred a little bit. Well, Donald Trump took care of that. So, getting to Cuba legally is something special in its own right. And then if you do that almost impossible thing of getting to Cuba legally, then and then only can you legally, as a United States citizen, purchase cigars. And of course, that's not the end of the video. So, how else can you get Cuban cigars? Do people buy them illegally? Yes, people buy them illegally. So the first way to get them illegally, you become a smuggler. Yes, it doesn't matter how you want to put it. That's exactly what you're doing. You can go to a foreign country, which is not a weird thing. You can go to Canada. You can go to Mexico. You can go to the Caribbean. You can go a lot of places. Foreign country. Every other foreign country sells Cuban cigars. Some of them aren't real, so you got to pay attention, and that's another video in its own. But you can buy Cuban cigars in other countries. Bringing them back is illegal. So you better smoke them wherever you are. But what if you buy a box? What if you buy a box? You can't smoke them all, but blah, blah, blah. You might want to bring some back. Yes, it's illegal. You can't do it. It's not allowed. So, do people do it? All the time. People do it all the time. Does anybody get caught? Maybe. Once in a while. Not usually. That's how people do it for the most part. That's actually probably the easiest way. Because if you're not greedy, get away with it. The key is to, one, go to a country that is common for vacations. Don't go to China. Don't go to the Middle East regularly, and people won't pay attention to you. People will pay attention to you if you're going to those kind of countries. If you're going to Mexico or you're going to Jamaica or something like that on a regular basis, no one really cares. But the key is don't go all the time and get cigars all the time. Get them once in a while, you'll be fine. You go there once a year, no one cares. At customs, when you come back into the United States, they're going to ask you, they maybe will ask you, do you have any tobacco products? And you can tell them yes or no. They're going to say, what do you have? It can't be Cuban cigars. If it's Cuban cigars, you can't bring them in. So are they going to check? Are they going to go through your bags? It's highly unlikely that they will. Could they? Sure, like anything else. Are you giving them probable cause? Are you giving them reason to go through your bags? And the reality of it is, they don't really care. They're not looking for you unless you're getting greedy. I keep knocking this down. Damn it. Unless you're getting greedy, that's all that matters. As long as you're not trying to make money, that's all that matters. Now, if you're buying enough to distribute, then you have a whole nother problem, and you're having a whole nother issue, and you're doing something that I don't recommend any of this. I don't condone any of this, but you're really asking for it. You're really asking for it. So unless you're doing that, they don't care. They really don't, because they sell them in all the time. Like if you go to Mexico, they have them in the airport ready to go, and in most other places they have them in the airport ready to go to sell to you. As long as you don't buy too many, and you're not doing it often. So what's too many? Let me go back and go too fast. What's too many? Do you have a separate bag full of cigars? A bag, like a backpack, a suitcase, luggage full of cigars. If you have a box of cigars that fits in your backpack, or just a bag, a shopping bag, they don't care. As long as they're not falling out, you'll be okay. Also, you have to also understand, everything gets taxed eventually. You can, even if it's legal, it gets taxed eventually. So again, getting greedy will get you in trouble anyway. Meaning, a lot of places have duty-free places all around where you can buy alcohol, cigarettes, and everything else at an awesome price. At an awesome price. However, there is a cap to how many you can bring in, and you need to get taxed. For an example, alcohol bottles, I think it's three or four bottles you can bring in. And this key to that is bottles. That's why in a lot of these places that sell these duty-free, tax-free alcohol drinks and everything else, they sell them in bigger bottles so that you can buy more. Because it's how many bottles, not how many, how much of the liquid. It's not how much of the liquid, it's how many bottles. It's the same thing with cigars. I think it's like 2 or 3 boxes. You believe it's 3 boxes. You can't have more, and that's any kind. But at the same time, do you have anything to declare? The answer is no. And some of you are wondering, oh no, I don't want to do anything illegal like that. Well, here's the reality, guys. You probably already have. If you purchase any jewelry overseas and didn't like something like a diamond ring or a nice new watch because it was a great discount, like a Rolex or Omega or something like that, or like I said, with the ring, you might have purchased your lady a new diamond ring. Oh, you were supposed to you were supposed to declare that. You were supposed to get taxed on that. So you're already doing it. But do they really care? No, they don't. Until you start distributing. As long as you're buying it for you or your lady or something like that, they don't care. They don't care. But again, don't get greedy. That will be the problem. And by the way, the cigar I'm smoking today is a Monte Cristo, Cuban Monte Cristo number one. And, oh, I forgot to say, of course, if you get your Cuban cigar legally and give it to a friend, everything's fine. I got this from a friend. All right, the next step or the next way to get Cuban cigars online. You can purchase them online. Other countries, just like here, we can go online and purchase cigars. We can go to Cigar International. We can go to Cigar Federation. We can go to Famous Smoke. We can go to all those places and buy cigars. You can't buy Cuban cigars. But if you do a simple Google search, you do it, not me. You do a simple Google search or any kind of other search engine, it will come up. And for the most part, 90% of those places, especially ones at the top, are legit places that aren't going to run any games and take your money or cheat you. Those days have long been gone. They don't. It's difficult to find a place that sells counterfeit Cuban cigars online if it's the first page of what have you. You don't have to worry about being taken. Again, what is it? Illegal. You can't do that. You're not supposed to do that. And again, how do you get caught? By being greedy. Do it once or twice a year. No one cares. So, guys, that's it. Either you can go to Cuba and get them for yourself as long as you don't bring too many back. You can have your friend go to Cuba for you and get them for you and just give them to you. Of course, you can go to a foreign country that sells them, because almost everyone does. You get them that way, which bringing them back is illegal. You can go online and get them that way, which is also illegal. The key word is not getting greedy, and as long as they aren't looking for tax money, you'll be fine. I'm Charles Wallingford, and purchasing Cuban cigars the right way are how I would spend my money.